Welcome to Ms. Mojo, where we'll be looking at times a live-action remake of an animated project defied expectations and ended up better than the original.
Like fools!
Number 5. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I have no idea where you came from.
If you will please just sit down and calm yourself, I will tell you where we came from.
Talks.
This franchise started as a comic book, first published in 1984. 3 years later, an animated series was made, running for almost 10 years.
Gotcha!
Both were highly acclaimed, while a line of action figures only elevated the brand's popularity. This led to a live-action movie in 1990. The concept was considered risky, with studios worried it would flop. When it hit the screen in 1990, the exact opposite happened. It had a $13.5 million budget, but earned over $200 million in cinemas.
I guess they're not game show fans.
And I thought everybody loved Venom.
While both the movie and the animated series are iconic, fans of the comic will find the former to be closer in tone to the source material. It's fun to see the turtles fight in Hong Kong-style action scenes with a hard PG rating. Fans generally thought the original series declined in quality after the early seasons, with it eventually feeling more like a toy commercial than anything else. The animation also had a far lower budget, plus it failed to lean into the family aspect of the turtles, which the movie did a superb job of. Now, the 1990 film is considered the definitive live-action Ninja Turtles movie.
What are you guys doing here?
We figured we owed you a thanks.
Number 4. Christopher Robin. Winnie the Pooh has been a widely adored children's character since his debut in the 1920s. Since then, there have been several animated movies, most notably The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh from 1977.
I wonder what's for breakfast.
There was also a series of Soviet adaptations starting in 1969, where Pooh looks entirely different. The 1977 movie is still the highest-rated animated entry in the series. However, it's not one continuous story, but rather a collection of shorts. Some fans consider 2018's Christopher Robin to be the greatest in the series.
Winslow will eat me for breakfast.
A woozle will eat you for breakfast?
Yes, a great big woozle will gobble me up.
Well, that doesn't sound like fun.
But that's the real world for you.
It features Ewan McGregor as an older version of the titular character, blending adult themes into its story more so than any other Pooh tale. The performances are so sublime, with Jim Cummings doing a great job as Pooh and Tigger. Its central theme is not losing the joy of childhood, no matter how overwhelming adult life is. A lot of live-action adaptations of stories about animals frequently end up looking cursed, but this one doesn't. Instead of making them look like real animals with an uncanny ability to talk English, they look more akin to stuffed toys. This gives them an adorable feel, making it stand out compared to other movies about talking animals.
That way, if you lose someone, you'll be able to find them again.
Thank you, Christopher Robin.
Number 3. Hook. The character of Peter Pan appeared in Scottish novelist J.M. Barrie's 1902 novel, The Little White Bird. He first came to cinemas in 1924 in a silent film called Peter Pan. The character has since been adapted to death. The 1953 Disney version is the most iconic, alongside, of course, Hook. It's a classic children's film from the 90s, which almost everyone who grew up in that era will remember. It features Robin Williams as Peter Pan, who set the bar exceptionally high for subsequent adaptations. It was also directed by the hugely famous Steven Spielberg. Unfortunately, Spielberg isn't particularly happy with the final product. In a 2011 interview, he said he would do the sets digitally if it were possible. He was particularly displeased with the aesthetic of Neverland, but not everyone agrees. Numerous fans adore it immensely. Some of the practical effects used were also revolutionary. For example, they filmed old-fashioned matte paintings in 3D, which were used for the shot when Pan flies to Neverland. It easily stands out as the most unique and charming Peter Pan movie to date, and still holds up even as an adult. Number 2. Paddington. For a brief period, Paddington 2 held the top spot on Rotten Tomatoes, implying it was the greatest film of all time, if that's the only metric you consider.
But that's miles away, Mr. Brown. I'll see you there.
It was a sequel to the 2014 live-action movie, which was adored to a similar degree. They're the first film adaptations after the prior ones being animated TV series. Paddington has been adapted in more than a few animated shows, most notably a stop-motion one from the 70s.
I don't suppose there are many bears who've been inside a buffet, Mr. Brown, he exclaimed. No.
While that series has its charm, nothing is as adored as the modern live-action films. They do a great job at making Paddington look cute, a major challenge for CGI animals. Since its release, there have been 2 sequels, with the third even featuring the late Queen Elizabeth II. The performances in the series are spectacular, with wonderfully charming writing. While many adults will avoid it as it's a children's film, don't let this stigma put you off. People of all ages found it an amazing experience. If you're British, you may enjoy it more as it's littered with UK pop culture references. If you're not, it might instead make you want to book a holiday to London.
Oh, it's only one red sock. What's the worst that can happen?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Ralph Bakshi's 1978 animated The Lord of the Rings movie has been so overshadowed by the 2000s trilogy that most fans don't even know it exists.
You cannot pass. Go back to the shadow.
It made substantial use of rotoscoping, which is where you trace over a live-action shot to animate. This gives it a strange style, which deteriorates as the film goes on due to lack of budget. This means by the end, it's more live-action than animation. It concludes with the Battle of Helm's Deep, which is thousands of times weaker than the live-action battle.
I'm on 17!
I'll have no point to you outscoring me!
The animated film was a box office success, likely due to its fairly low budget, but fans were upset that it only adapted half of the original book. It never got a sequel, unless you count the Rankin Bass Return of the King. On the bright side, the 1978 film inspired Peter Jackson's later trilogy, implying Bakshi walked so Jackson could fly. Now, fans of the book have nothing to complain about, as Jackson's films are considered one of the greatest adaptations in history. Some fans even believe they're better than the books, but that's a disputed take. There was also an animated version of The Hobbit in 1977, which has an aesthetic many find creepy. Unfortunately, the Peter Jackson trilogy wasn't as well received as fans would have liked, meaning The Hobbit is yet to have an overwhelmingly adored adaptation.
According to this map, the main gate lies in this direction. Follow me, gentlemen.
Were there any we didn't mention that you feel deserved a spot on our list? Let us know in the comments.